Good evening, and welcome to this special report. Tonight, we delve into the heart of the British monarchy, specifically focusing on a development that has sent ripples across royal watchers and beyond. We're talking, of course, about Prince Harry. For months, speculation has swirled regarding his future role, or lack thereof, within the royal family. Will he return to the fold? Could a reconciliation pave the way for a part-time position? Well, brace yourselves, because a recent report suggests a definitive answer, and it might not be what many were expecting. It appears King Charles has delivered a firm and unequivocal message regarding his youngest son, Prince Harry, effectively crushing any lingering hopes of his return as a working royal. This comes despite a recent, much-publicized meeting between father and son, a reunion that many hoped would signal a thawing of relations and perhaps a path forward. However, it seems the outcome of that meeting, while described as cordial, was ultimately resolute in its finality. The prospect of Prince Harry resuming any official duties within the monarchy has been, according to sources, firmly taken off the table. This decision, we are told, stems from more than just a passing disagreement. A royal insider has shed light on the king's steadfast position, indicating that the driving force behind this stance is Prince Harry's ongoing controversies and, crucially, his various US-based projects alongside his wife, Meghan Markle. These ventures, which have often placed the couple in the public eye in ways that diverge significantly from traditional royal protocol, are understood to be a major point of contention. The monarchy, particularly under the current circumstances, is reportedly eager to avoid any actions that could be perceived as undermining its stability or public image. The insider, quoted by RadarOnline.com, was remarkably blunt in their assessment, stating, "Charles is resolute. Harry will not be reinstated as a working royal. He represents the very opposite of the values Charles wants the crown to embody." This statement is quite telling, suggesting a fundamental divergence in principles and public presentation. It highlights a clear delineation between the expected conduct and representation of a working royal and the path Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have chosen since stepping back from their senior roles in 2020. The emphasis on values is significant, implying a perceived conflict between the Sussexes' independent endeavors and the traditional image and responsibilities of the crown. Furthermore, the idea of a part-time role for Prince Harry, which had been floated by some as a potential compromise, has also been decisively rejected. The source elaborated on this point, explaining that such an arrangement would undermine the working royal's work and betray public confidence. This perspective underscores the king's apparent concern about maintaining the integrity and public trust placed in the core group of working royals. In a period where the monarchy is already facing its own set of challenges, including King Charles's health, any perceived instability or inconsistency attributed to the actions of the Sussexes appears to be something the palace is determined to avoid. The 55-minute meeting at Clarence House on September 10th marked the first time King Charles and Prince Harry had met in 19 months. While details of their conversation remain private, the insider's account paints a picture of a discussion that, while respectful, ultimately reaffirmed the existing boundaries. The term cordial but resolute speaks volumes, suggesting a pleasant, perhaps even emotional, exchange, but one that concluded with an unwavering decision from the monarch. This implies that despite personal feelings, the king's duty to the institution of the monarchy and his vision for its future took precedence. The past few years have seen Prince Harry and Meghan Markle embark on a new chapter in California, pursuing media deals and philanthropic work. These endeavors, while successful in their own right, have often generated headlines that are not always in alignment with the traditional image of the royal family. From tell-all interviews to documentary series, their public narrative has frequently shed light on their experiences within the monarchy, sometimes in a critical light. It is these very projects and the public perception they generate that are now understood to be a significant factor in King Charles's decision. The royal family operates on a delicate balance of tradition, duty, and public image, and any actions that disrupt this balance are carefully scrutinized. The monarchy, as an institution, is currently navigating a period of transition and challenges, not least King Charles's recent health announcement. In such a climate, stability and a unified front are paramount. The king's decision, therefore, can be viewed through the lens of safeguarding the institution's future and ensuring a clear, consistent message to the public about its values and purpose. The perception of an undermining effect from a part-time royal role suggests that the palace is keen to avoid any ambiguity about who represents the crown and in what capacity. This situation ultimately leaves Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to continue their independent pursuits, cementing their path outside the direct official duties of the British royal family. It signifies a definitive separation of their roles and responsibilities from those of the working royals. For those who hoped for a dramatic comeback or a healing of the rift, this report confirms that the current trajectory for Prince Harry remains distinct from the core of the monarchy. As this story continues to develop, we will undoubtedly see further analysis and commentary on what this means for the future of the royal family and for Prince Harry's public life. One thing is clear: the lines have been drawn, and for now, the possibility of Prince Harry returning as a working royal appears to be firmly in the rearview mirror. This represents a significant moment in the ongoing narrative of the British monarchy, highlighting the complexities and challenges of balancing tradition with individual